Hi Aries, welcome back to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader. It seems like it's been so long since I spoke to you Aries, but it's very nice to be back. This is your general reading for the time between November the 28th and 9th of December. I'm going to draw 3 cards for this time in November, this last week in November, and I'm going to draw 3 cards for this first week in December, okay? I've already shuffled and meditated, but I'll do a little bit more of that on camera and then we'll get started. Bottom of the deck is the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, this is for Aries, sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, whatever. If it resonates with you, then that's fabulous. This card, as you saw during the dealing, wanted to come out. So I feel, if this is the overall message, I feel like this is the energy for the next 2 weeks for you, okay? That's the card of the Wheel of Fortune. It's number 10 in the Major Arcana. And this card talks about a shift, a change, a fortunate change in your circumstances, in a situation. So if things have been a certain way for a specific length of time, you can expect that situation to move and to shift with the Wheel of Fortune over this next couple of weeks, this next 2 week period, okay? And the fact that this wanted to come out and jumped out is indicative of the significance of that. It also suggests to me, I'll keep this here. It also suggests to me that this has been something that has been ongoing, okay? So there's been a situation that you've been dealing with that's been ongoing and that is about to change, and specifically into your favour. Look at this for the first card out. So these first 3 cards represent the time at the end of November, okay? And the first card out in this row is the 9 of Cups. You know this card. We celebrate when we see this card. This is a card of wish fulfillment, joy. For some reason, the word forgiveness came to mind. So it might be that some people are having a return from the past, maybe an ex-partner, someone that is in need of forgiveness, I feel. I wouldn't necessarily ever use the word forgiveness to describe this card, but actually that's the word that came through. So for some of you, it could be a return from the past of somebody that you are emotionally or romantically connected to, or somebody that you have a lot of feelings for. It could be a family member, I suppose. This is a general reading, so you please apply it how it fits for you, okay? Number 9 is related to the Hermit energy. So it's about something that is within, and the Cups energy is about our emotions and our feelings and our intuition. So it's suggestive that you will know what this is. You should know what the 9 of Cups is, because it's a wish and it's a fulfillment of that wish, seemingly. Okay, we've got next out the King of Swords. So this could relate to a person. If it does relate to a person, it could be someone of the sign, an earth sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or it could be someone with those elements. A person with who you would describe as distinctly logical, someone who is sort of removed from emotion but acts in the best interest, in the way that is right. And this is why it could be an apology that some people are receiving, or that some people are offering. This is the King of Swords. Sword energy relates to our thoughts, our minds, our clarity, our consciousness, our communication, okay? Our willingness to accept what we see, and to change our perspectives, or to accept what our perspective truly is. So with this being the king, it's the masculine energy of the element, and so that means that it's active, okay? All the masculine energies are active. That means that we take action, we move in a direction. So it could be that someone is coming towards you, taking action towards you to speak their truth, to tell you that actually I do love you, or I am sorry, or I want to try again, I want a clean slate, a fresh start, for example. Or it could be you doing that and offering that to somebody else. If you are offering an apology this in the month of November, then it will be accepted, because we have got the Nine of Cups, which suggests wish fulfillment, and we have also got a Wheel of Fortune card, which does suggest and indicate a change in circumstances, okay? A move in the wheel, a transmutation of energy, and of the energy that you've been expanding already in this situation leading up to this time, okay? The final card, fabulous. The final card that we have for November is the Death card. Now, I understand some people might not appreciate this card or understand the positive nature of the Death card. It's indicative of Scorpio season, which we are just leaving, and the Death card is all about transformations. So those people that follow me on Instagram, or keep a check on the community section of my channel, will see the posts that I did at the beginning of November about the Death card specifically, and also some of the other posts I've done in November, about 2 or 3. And they all really talk about this idea of transformation and of releasing things that no longer serve us. And the thing about the Death card is that when we see it, we know that this process has already started. The transformation has already been ongoing before this time, before the end of November. So that means it's suggestive, especially with the combination of these cards, is a shift in energy, a move away from from all the things that were not serving you in a specific area, in a specific relationship, and releasing those things. I mean, Mercury is retrograde at the moment, so we'll be forgetting almost the way that we responded to things in the past, and we'll be releasing some of the perspectives that we used to hold about ourselves or about other people. And as I said, because we've got the energies of the King of Swords, which is active, it is suggestive that this is a process that you are going through, that you are aware of, that you understand and know what this refers to, okay? So it seems like a really positive end to a month, by the way, of November, which has been extremely challenging and confronting, okay? So let's see then what December has in store for us, this first week of December. Let's have a look at the energies that we've got here. We've got the Four of Pentacles, which is related to earth energy, and we have got the Nine of Wands. Now, before I turned on the camera and was shuffling, preparing for your reading, this is the card that fell out, the Nine of Wands. So clearly it wants to be in your reading, okay? Now, this is a card basically of feeling afraid, feeling unable to move, unable to express yourself, unable to be yourself, feeling worried about being yourself, feeling anxious about putting yourself out there. That's the energy of this card. Now remember, all the nines are related to the Hermit energy, okay? And remember, the Hermit energy is about journeying within yourself to understand yourself, your experiences, what you feel, who you are, etc. Okay? So there's a sense that even though it's not about being given an opportunity in November, it's about things have moved on, things have changed, and you see that. You should recognize that this week, Aries, okay? You should recognize that. And it can be something that do you know, as I'm speaking to you now, I'm going to do an additional video about this energy, about the death card, about the world card, about moving, about how it feels to move into these new energies in our lives, okay? Because I could speak at length about these 3 cards actually, so I will, but in a separate video, so do check that out, okay? It'll be on, I'll post it on Wednesday or Thursday as well, okay? Ultimately, this is a card of feeling scared, feeling afraid, feeling like you can't move forward. But look what I said to you previously, the opportunity, when we get to a new world, a new beginning, it's a new, of course it's going to be scary, you know, of course it's going to feel scary. And I think for you, because you are feeling a little bit, you know, trepidatious, shall we say, about your next steps, even if it is in a relationship, it feels like a relationship, this. So you're kind of holding on, you're kind of not really at the beginning of the month ready to move forward. You want to, and we know that because we've got the wand energy. Wands are what we want. It's our the things that we're passionate about. So you want to, but you are afraid to, okay? So let's have a look if these can give us any more additional help and clarity. We've got the 5 of Wands next, okay? So this is conflict. And really for you, Aries, this is inner conflict, okay? Now, you are being challenged because really you get what you want. You actually receive what you want in, you know, at the end of November, you receive it, what you want this week. Whether that's a reconciliation, whether that's an apology, whether that's to meet somebody, whether that's a new job, whatever it is you've been wanting, you've been working towards, whether it's you want to improve your healing or your health, you get that. You achieve it. You receive your wish fulfillment this week in November. But that's the 4 of Wands. And after the 4 of Wands, receiving the things that we want and having the life that we want, the universe challenges us with the number 5. Now, the 5 of Wands is about having what you want and then situations arising that challenge that idea of what you want, that test your dedication and your commitment to this wish that you've wanted for so long. So in the first week of November, you're being tested by circumstance. And it might be, as I said, you've been single for a long time, or you've been separated from somebody. You want to come back together with that person. You get back together with that person. But then you're afraid. Can I trust them? Is this right? Are my feelings real? Whatever it is. And this is the energy of the 5 of Wands, and it suggests that things need to change. And the thing that needs to change potentially is your self-esteem, is your perspective of yourself, is your you maybe don't think that you're capable of loving or being loved, or you're capable of doing this job or achieving this or whatever it is specifically for you. You may not think that you're capable of it. That's the internal struggle that's going on, and that is what needs to change. And ironically, you know, we've got the Hermit energy now at the end of this so this end of this first week. The 9th is the Sunday. It's the Sunday and the 9th of December. So you get the Hermit energy. So we've got 999 in your cards, and I've talked about the Hermit energy and explained what that actually means. About going within, about journeying within. It's related to the element, the earth element, and the specific sign of Virgo. And Virgo is really epitomized by the diligence and the focus and the dedication and the that energy of really working hard to understand something, really putting in that energy and that effort. But that energy and effort is what leads to healing, okay? I just want to also tell you actually that when we see 3 nines in a reading, 999, that is about news coming through, communication, positive news, positive communication. So as I said, overall, this is a very positive reading. This is for those people that this resonates with. You are very clearly walking the path that you should be walking on. You're sort of in alignment with the karmic cycle that you are in, if this resonates with you. And you know, of course, once we get the things that we want, you know, if you get, I don't know, if you've wanted a child for so long and you finally have a child and then you give birth to that child and you go home, I'm sure you're going to be scared, because as much as you want this child, as much as you've, you know, waited these 9 months to birth this baby, and you've waited all those years to become a mother or a father, you ask any new parent when they get home with that baby, they're petrified. So the things that we want, they are scary. And it creates this sort of conflict within ourselves. Like, can I do this? Am I ready for this? Am I able to do this? That's basically what you're going through. But it's really positive, and I want you to sit with that energy. I want you to reflect on the type of thoughts and ideas that you're telling yourself, okay? The types of things that you are worried about, that you are scared about. Sit with them. Reflect on them, look at them, and understand that they're no longer necessary because you've actually released them. And this is just the final sort of, in this first week of December, it's that final sort of percolation, really, when it comes up to your consciousness and you actually realise, I am a different person now. Things have moved on, I have changed, I have shifted, so I can stop feeling like this. That's the energy of the next 2 weeks for you. So Aries, have a wonderful couple of weeks. I'll hopefully be posting next week with the December love reading, so you can check those out. Please like this video, please share this video, please comment, obviously please subscribe, and obviously those people who want to follow me, it's on social media for additional little bits and pieces. It's Key Wisdom Tarot, and that's on Facebook and on Instagram. Thank you so much, my lovelies. Don't forget to read the astrology below, and I will see you all very soon. Take care, Aries. Bye.